Hey everyone, this is Ben and thank you for joining us on another episode. Well, today we are going to talk about another lithium iron phosphate battery, other known as LiFePO4. Well, this right here is a deep cycle battery, and the advantages of having a lithium iron phosphate battery is, well, there are several advantages. One, it's lightweight. Two, the cycles that you can do with these batteries, you can take them all the way down to zero and charge them all the way up to 100%, and we're talking 20,000 cycles. Some of them have a lifespan of 10 plus years, and they don't leak. There is no fluid, no acid or no kind of water or anything in there, so you can mount them on the side, you can tilt them. So that's the great thing, or the advantages of a lithium iron phosphate battery. Now, they are a lot lighter than your deep cycle batteries by about a third. And a lot of these batteries have a BMS, which is a battery management system. And I'll cover that here in a little bit. But today we are going to cover the Okmo 12.8 100 amp hour Group 24 lithium iron phosphate battery. Now Okmo did send me this battery for review and testing. And I do a lot of lithium iron phosphate batteries. And you know, they have come a long way from about 2 or 3 years ago. A lot of them now have Bluetooth capabilities, you know, and they're getting smaller. And I like the minis or the Group 24s because they can fit in some tight places like I do in my camper. Now the Okmo 12 volt 100 amp hour LiFePO4 battery, or the lithium iron phosphate battery, this is a Group 24 lithium battery. It's a 100 amp BMS, which is battery management system, and it has a 10-year lifetime with over 15,000 deep cycles for charging, and it's perfect for your marine, RV, trolling, motorboat, camper, off-grid, solar home storage, or you know, for your camping. As far as, like, I do a lot of overlanding, this is a great secondary battery you can use to power up your 12 volt fridge, your diesel heaters, and you know, your accessories out in the while you disperse camping. Now a lot of lithium iron phosphate batteries have come a long way. Their lifespan, you know, gone are the days where a regular lead acid or gel type battery would last 3 to 5 years. Now we're talking 10 years for these batteries, 10 years. And it has a cycle. When I say cycle, you can discharge and charge. That's a cycle 15,000 times. It's crazy. And you know, it has a discharge rate of only 3%. So, you know, when I'm talking about the parasitic drain, it's only 3%, and that is very minimal. Now this is a Group 24 battery. It's a little larger than the minis, which I have in my off-grid camper, my rugged Rhino, but this is still small. I mean, if you look at the length of it, it's only 10 inches long, 6.5 inches wide, and only 8.5 inches tall. And this thing only weighs 23 pounds. I mean, it's wicked light, and it has foldable handles. And like I said, because it's a lithium iron phosphate battery, there is no fluid in there, no gel, no water. So you can mount the batteries on the side that way. You can mount them standing up. So, you know, you have a lot of options when using a lithium iron phosphate battery. Now the drawback to a lithium iron phosphate battery is they get pretty pricey. But if you compare the lifespan of this lithium iron phosphate battery to a regular lead acid or a gel type battery, you're saving about 3 times the life expectancy. So, you know, you might have to pay for the battery outright at first, but in the long run, these things will outlast the other type of batteries. Now, a lot of folks say in the cold temperatures, lithium iron phosphate batteries don't operate well. Yes and no. I have never had a problem with any of my lithium iron phosphate batteries at a low temperature. In fact, I just got back from the Ozarks about 2 weeks ago, and it got down to about 19 degrees at night. My lithium iron phosphate batteries ran fine all night long. Now this battery has a charging cutoff. So if you're charging it and it gets down to 32 degrees, it'll cut off. That's one of the safety features in there. And then the discharging, if it gets at, I believe, -4 degrees, it'll also shut down. So those are the same safety features of this battery. And then it would have to come back up to 41 degrees for the recovery charging. Now there are 3 ways you can charge this 12.8 volt battery. One is through grid power, using a battery charger. 2, solar power panels with the use of an MPPT solar power controller. And then 3, a generator. So this does, like I said, come with a low temp protection. It's called the LTCP. Now when you purchase your battery, you're going to get some M8 bolts. That's it right there. Your positive and negative, and a little manual. Now a lot of folks ask me, well, what if I want to power up some 110 accessories and use one of these batteries? Well, you can, but you would have to purchase a 12 volt inverter. And basically what it does, it takes 12 volt power and converts it to AC power. Now I've got a 2000 watt inverter in my Rugged Rhino off-grid camper, and I power up all my 110 accessories that way. For example, I use my during the summer, I'll plug in my Zero Breeze portable AC and I'll run it all night long using one of these batteries. And then during the day, while I'm running around, I'll use the solar power panels through the MPPT controller and then right up to the battery and charge it, so I have the same usage that night. So yes, you can power up 110 accessories using this battery with the use of a inverter. Now lithium iron phosphate batteries do not have any kind of cranking power, so you cannot use this to start a car, automobile, or anything like that. These are great batteries for, like I said, your trolling motors, your fish finders, your RV, your off-grid type equipment, and when you go and disperse camping. So you can also wire these in series or parallel, and you can find all that information, how to do that, also on YouTube. So if you're interested in getting one of these batteries, you can go to their Amazon store, the Okmo on the Amazon store, type in OKMO, and then it'll hit the Amazon store. These are going for $199, but I just checked, there is a $40 coupon right now for the holidays. So that brings this battery to about 150 bucks, a 12.8 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery for about 150 bucks. So right here, you can even go to their website, okmo.com. But like I said, if you're looking to use that coupon, go to their Amazon store. I am taking this with me to a camping trip in about 2 weeks, and we're going to run it dry, and we're going to power it back up using solar power panels and see what kind of how it performs in the cold. So if you got any questions, pop them in the box below. I'll put the links in descriptions as well. I want to thank Okmo for sending me this battery for testing and review, which we're going to go ahead and test it in about, like I said, 2 weeks. But if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. If you're a first-time subscriber, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that bell notification. Hit all notifications, and you'll be notified of every video that we put out. And if you're not a member, you can also become one on Patreon. As little as $3 a day, you can help support the channel so I can put videos out like this, and more to come on this coming year on Patreon. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming by, and happy holidays, and I'll catch you at the next video. This is Semper Gumby out.